Hello, lovelies. Hello, beautiful souls. You're welcome to today's episode. In my previous upload, I promised that I will be unpacking and unraveling some of the entangled trajectories that has kept us in the dark corners. So today, I'll be casting illumination that has the capacity to lead us into a meaningful and impactful life of purpose. I also made a comment that I am on an assignment. So let's record this scenario when a younger one comes back from school with an assignment. We'll help them to deliver, right? So you will help me to deliver, okay? So because this is our journey and it's going to be a blissful one, right? So you're going to help me deliver. And how will you deliver? If this video resonates with you, of course I know it will. Yes, it will. You will help me share to your friends and family, and comment. Share your opinions. Tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll be there. I'll be reading. At the end of this video, you will understand why you will need to tap into the depth of your latent potentials. You also know why some women who took some difficult decisions seems to appear ruthless to the vast and greater majority. You also understand why those who took these difficult decisions are still basking in the degree of light that is transgenerational and are being made reference to as our role models. Let's get into the business of today. Globally speaking, we women are hypergamous in nature. This is something implicit in our existential reality. We always tilt towards opulence, towards strength, towards abundance, towards wisdom. Not for the quest of power, like the postmodernist or the religious obscurantists would make claims of. We are not here to ruffle feathers or to contend with the opposite sex. Mythologically speaking, the feminine or the matriarchal spirits are referred to as chaos or mother nature. One would draw an inference that the mother nature is a merciless spirit out to devour her own. But who would draw such an erroneous inference anyway? Now, let's recall that the degree of our pain is directly proportional to the degree of our joy. In some sense, which connotes that pain is far more real than joy. Genetically speaking, we women identify with all the traits of Mother Nature, yes, which means it is the manifestation of these traits that in physicality that becomes the proof of our genetic makeup. We do what we do for the safety of our offspring and for posterity's sake. Biblically speaking, let's pick a few anecdotes. Have you ever wondered the source of the passion, the zeal and the zest that made the Queen of Sheba in moving with overladen caravans all the way from Africa to Jerusalem on a royal visit with overladen caravans for a royal visit to Jerusalem? And in these caravans, we had myrrh, we had frankincense, we had a whole lot of most expensive commodities at that time. And she traveled for months for the royal visit to see King Solomon and came back with pregnancy. Oh my God. Have you also wondered why the two daughters of Lot raped their father? And it was not recorded as a sin in the entire biblical library. Have you also wondered how King David and Bathsheba, Solomon and the 700 wives, many narratives in the Bible that still point to this. All these things they did for posterity's sake. All this the women did to seek light. And the women were never blamed for this. Rather, the men were blamed for all that. It was actually the children that the daughters of Lot gave birth to, that became the Moabites, through which we trace the genealogy that the Messiah came from. Or do we talk about Esther, who broke a royal code just to reinstate a higher order to save the Jews that was being killed at that time? Religiously speaking, these self-acclaimed spiritual intelligentials might bamboozle you with their shenanigans to gain access to your soul, which comprises of your mind, your will, and your emotions. Knowing that your emotions is the same as energy emotions, they might gain you to will your will to the supreme intelligence, which is their dogmatic and doctrinal assertions, not even an axiomatic expression or objective truth. Cosmologically speaking, when you are in a prison, you cry out for help. When you are in chaos, you cry out for help. So why are you in this chaos, in this thing that is eating you up, and you are not crying out for help? Why are you still in these dark corners, waiting for a savior, whereas you are your own savior? From this myth and the folklores, from the biblical couples we have garnered so far, every woman went out in search of light. In Hebrew, light is known as knowledge, while ignorance is darkness. Should we continue in ignorance so that grace may abound? God forbid. Why should you compromise? Why don't you take a leap of faith today and come out of relationships, unhealthy marriage, toxic family ties that does not serve your highest purpose? Do you know why I took you through all these narratives earlier on? It's because I want you to see the women who have broken these laws. I know your fear. Your fear is because of the religious shenanigans and the dogmatic assertions that has been imposed on you. So you are afraid from taking this step that will illuminate your life, that will make you shine bright, that will make you to blossom. I want you to know that the law can be broken, but only when the breaker has gained mastery to break this law on a positive sense. Finally, law was made for man and not man for the law. I am Amarachi KK. See you in my next episode. Bye guys.